Check this out. 1972 Chevy Custom 20. Original paint, original war wounds. Now the question is could you possibly restore this paint? And by restoration, I mean just bring some life and shine back to this paint. I mean, can you hear that? That is horrid. Now there's no way you're gonna polish away all these types of road rash, gouge. I mean, I don't know what even to call that. It's a disaster. But the question is can we bring this back to life? Tom, it's been a while.
It has been a while.
So glad we're here together.
Yes.
What are we gonna talk about?
All right. What does every detailer say about rotary polishing?
Oh, they're scary. Like never do it.
No. Oh my gosh.
No, and I get it because they actually have a choice now. It's called a dual action.
Yeah.
Super safe.
Yeah.
But compared to rotary, I would say super inefficient.
Yeah, amen.
So you can cut to the chase much quicker with the rotary.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know how I learned this trade. My dad, a little boy, we didn't have nice tools. We had very bad tools. I mean, very dangerous tools. And I had to learn how to use a rotary polisher.
Right.
So I didn't have a choice.
And honestly, I didn't either.
Yeah.
I started in '88.
Yeah. So
I accept that maybe the Porter cable, I don't remember the number of it, existed, but this was before the internet, so I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So I had to learn on a rotary also.
Yeah. Great tool. And I'm glad that we did learn on this because, you know, we all made a lot of money on rotary polishing.
Yes,
and
we did.
The guys, you know, I had this conversation with a friend that we both know, and he was saying, Tom.
Friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was saying, Tom, you know, the way that you polish. So my dad never, ever critiqued the way that I use this tool.
Why is that?
Because he just wanted to get the job done.
Oh.
And we're in a body shop. If Tom did it wrong, I'm 10 years old.
Yeah.
I'm using gravel
You're
to
10
polish with.
when you start using
10,
that thing.
Yeah. By the time I'm 15, I'm
And he wasn't
restoring cars.
micromanaging you.
No, he just like, get this car
Interesting,
done.
all right.
And maybe it was something like what we're going to do
Right,
here.
where it's
something
kind of
hammered.
not really a make or break moment in
Yeah.
his world.
He just wants me to
So it's
learn
like,
how to use it.
Tom gets it wrong,
Yeah.
so what?
So what? We got a body shop anyway, repaint it.
All right.
Yeah. Now, with the introduction of products like this,
Right.
we don't have to worry so much about burning in a rotary on something like this.
Can we clarify for a moment, because my audience is used to me talking about Ceram X.
Ceramics, yeah.
So this is the upgraded version.
Yes.
You added an X to it, so it's
Yes.
double X. You can
Double
call it
X.
what you want, party people. Ceramics XX, double X. I tend to default to double X. So this has been upgraded. You reformulated it.
This is a perfect vehicle
Yeah.
for a double X.
Okay.
Now, for the, you know, what this says on here, production, that wouldn't necessarily be detailers. And we
The
have other
implication
products.
is that it's high volume shops
Yes.
that they're not dealing with like concourse level type of delivery.
Yes, exactly.
They want to produce shine. They want to cut to the chase. They got to be profitable
Yeah, and no swirl marks. Yeah, so
without swirl marks.
yeah, without swirl marks.
Yeah.
So XX on something so hammered like this,
Yeah.
perfect. combo.
Very hammered.
If I were to use detailing products,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be if I were gonna charge the customer hourly,
Right. He'd be screwed. Is what
he
you're
would
getting
be.
at, right?
Yeah, he would be. I would have to rip him off.
Yeah.
So why not just use something more abrasive
Right.
and strip off all this oxidation and bring that finish up to a beautiful patinaed 72 Chevy paint, original paint.
Right.
And it's exactly what the customer wants, as fast as possible.
Which goes hand in hand with the rotary.
Yes.
Speed,
Exactly.
speed,
Speed.
efficiency, efficiency.
And now, one pad.
Yeah,
So,
I was
yeah.
picking up on that.
Yeah,
I have
isn't
not.
that cool?
I mean, I've seen the concept, and I think, did you come out with that concept
we
originally
did.
with
Yeah,
System
20
1?
years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago. Never went with it because 3M bought Dedication to Detail, who invented that for me.
Who invented it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once he invented it, it's like 3M's like, do you want to buy the pad? No, I don't want to buy the pad for me. No, so I had to wait 20
Yeah.
years later, and
do it
now
again.
we've got it.
Right.
Now we've got it again.
Which
and
is-
better than ever.
Which is you innovating additional efficiency into it,
Yeah.
right?
It just
Because I'm the guess you're going to start with a wool pad,
Yep.
and then you're going to transition to the foam pad, right? To remove the swirl marks.
Yeah. Very,
All right.
very fast. Yeah. You know, so here's the scary part. You know, everybody says, oh, you need to buff flat, you need to do this. You know what? Stop with the rules. We just need to buff the truck.
Just show them your pad right now because you've already did that door.
Yeah.
So there's the answer to your question. All you that were salivating and couldn't wait to see the results, well, there's the results. So I just wanted to show, like, you've already been working at this.
Yeah, we did that door.
Which is the reason the pad looks well used.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's got some stuff going on.
Yeah.
All right.
So
that's the amount of product you're putting on right now.
hold it flat. This is the way, you know, we're all taught, hold the bumper flat. That's not the way we do it in the body shop. The way we do it in the body shop, come up on edge, cut in one direction. And you're not going to hurt this truck. You're never ever going to hurt this truck.
Okay, clarify that though. When you say you're not going to hurt the truck, that could mean a few things to me. Do you mean the truck? Do you mean the panel? Do you mean the paint?
Yeah, the paint.
Okay, so the paint.
The paint's hammered.
But
already.
why are you not going to hurt it?
Well,
like as a detailer, let's say I'm a total noob.
Yeah.
And I'll make it worse. I'm an NPC, man. I'm barely pushing 2 brain cells. So that looks scary. Like there's no way I'm not going to hurt the paint.
This is really fun to do in the body shop because everybody's afraid of burning because you're using really bad products with a lot of gravel in it.
Right.
Because that's their mentality.
Now, when you say gravel, that's really a metaphor for the abrasive technology that's put into the other garbage stuff,
yeah,
right?
and you can feel it. You know,
Yeah.
you can feel, and you go, "Oh wow, that's really abrasive." Yeah, never use that on your car ever. never
Yeah.
use that. Here's an edge. Watch how safe this is. You would never ever do that with a compound.
Okay, see, people in audience land, you know what they're going to think? Like guess, do you know
like
what
I'm not doing it.
Exactly.
I'm not doing that.
Well, actually, to be more precise, what they're going to think is that you just backed off the pressure.
Uh-uh.
So what I'm going to tell you is that because I'm here and I have experience, 30 years of experience, I could tell by the sound that you're laying into that.
I'm bogging the buffer.
So also with my experience, I'm impressed where it's like, okay, I would be fearful to do that myself. So if a customer was paying me to do that, I'm not going to lay into it like you just did. You're trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
And it's clearly a valid point because the paint's still there.
Yeah.
Okay, you did not burn through that edge.
Yeah.
So as I'm watching, I'm going, okay, clearly he's
Stop,
not going
Tom.
to. Yeah, he's
Stop.
not going to keep going
You're gonna
pass
blow the
after
video.
pass.
You're
You're
gonna
going to
blow
ruin the
this.
video, but
Yeah.
you didn't.
Yeah.
And that was an extreme moment. Like in the real world, you don't need to lay on the edge. You're just trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
Which is that product is effective, efficient, but also safer.
And water's the insulator. Like the videos we've done before, where you boil water in a cup.
Or you boil water in a balloon.
Oh, boil water in a
And it's not that I
balloon.
boiled the water, it's I held a direct flame underneath a balloon holding water. They can look on my channel and find
that's
it.
Cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's cool. Water being the insulator, even to the outside of the surface. So you get in here, you know, you need to get down in there. To try and do this with a DA, you're going to spend a measurable amount of time.
Yes.
Now you get in there with a rotary.
Yeah, because I know what is possible with a rotary, and I'm seeing how much time that's taken with a rotary, and I'm going, man, with a dual action, like, oh my God, like somebody shoot me. it would just take way longer. But I get it. There's that fear factor. So that's part of the video, is trying to walk you back off the edge of the cliff, guys. The rotary, what brand is that?
This is our brand,
Oh.
CS Tool.
Wow, check you out, Tom. So what does he dial down to?
It's
Okay, 1, which is something I want to demonstrate to you guys. If you're on the fence and you're like, oh man, I want to learn how to rotary, maybe you just want to learn for bragging rights. Doesn't matter.